Hey everyone, welcome to YouTube Tuesday, session 9, with me, Jessica Brigden of Just Be Creative Cardiology. And I know I usually go live at 3 o'clock Eastern time, but today I have an appointment at 3:30, so I need to leave my house about 3 in order to get there on time. So I still wanted to have my stamping time with you. I didn't want to break our routine here, so I'm coming to you live an hour early. But it's definitely going to be worth it. And if you miss it and you can't make it here live, then of course you can watch the replay. That'll be there permanently. That's fine. So I have pulled out today my A Good Man stamp set and my Beautiful Moments. I absolutely love this style of the line art design. Hey Diane, hey Philomena. Great, so a couple of you got my message that I was going live early. I absolutely love the style of these stamps with the drawn people, and it's kind of whimsical. I love that sketch look. And hey Doris, and I'm super belated on sending anniversary cards to a couple very special friends. In particular, my best friend Andrea. Hey Camille. Oh, thanks for watching. I think you're new here. So yeah, I'm a bad bestie, and I haven't sent their cards. The month of July kind of got away from me, and so I wanted to make an extra special card, and I've kind of had pieces laying here on my table. I've been working on a couple of things, and so I thought, why not just share that today, and you guys can help me maybe pull it all together. But I'm going to be doing some masking, in which case I'm going to stamp an image, but I want another image to go on top. And then also paper piecing, because a really cool way to add some pops of color and texture to those stamped images rather than just color them is to paper piece. So you stamp it on other like pieces of designer series paper and pop it out and put that up. It's really cool. You'll see when it comes together. Oh, let's see. Kathy says yes, she got the Beautiful Moments one. Aw, because she has 2 adorable granddaughters. Aw, I'm happy you caught me live too. Yes, so my bestie in particular, she and her husband have a little girl named Ella Beth. Isn't that cute? She's so sweet. I haven't seen her in forever because they live down in South Carolina. And of course, we're up here in New York. And any plans we would have had for travel this year have been canceled. And so anyways, I thought, how cute is that? Their little girl she's gonna be 3 here in November. So I thought that was really cute. You've got the little mother and daughter. But then I also love this picture with the dad holding the little girl there. So I kind of wanted to combine the 2 sets and put them together to make a happy little family. I thought that would be kind of cute. And it's kind of a fun story. So my husband and I, we've known each other, kind of grew up together along with my best friend and her husband, because the 4 of us were all kind of besties. So my husband and his friend, they've been friends since they were like 12, 13. And my friend Andrea and I, we've been best friends since we were 12. And so the 4 of us, yeah, we kind of had some love-hate relationships going on over the years, and eventually the men won out and they wore us down. My husband said he knew he was going to marry me from the time he was 15, and I was like, wouldn't have anything to do with it. But wouldn't you know, a few years later, and now almost 19 years later, we'll be celebrating our 19th anniversary coming up here on September 3rd. And my friend, so I married David, and my friend Andrea married his best friend Ethan. So it's kind of funny how we each married each other's best friend. But it's kind of nice because then the 4 of us have been super close for many, many years. Anyways, they have a little girl now, and we really need to send them a card. So let me flip the camera and I'll stop talking and telling stories, and we'll get to do some stamping. Oh, so Diane says, I don't look old enough to have been married that long. Thank you, Diane. I always say, my mom used to sell Mary Kay. So I said, it's in the moisturizer because she's been making me use super good moisturizer since I was like 10. Yeah, so I appreciate that because I certainly don't feel like I'm old enough to, I'm like, where have the years gone? How is that even possible, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's crazy how time flies. I guess that means we've been having fun. Aw. Yes, Diane says she's been using Mary Kay over the years too. Yeah, so I don't actually use Mary Kay currently. I've switched, I tried a few different, but nonetheless, it is good stuff, and it's important to start young so that you can preserve your skin and always wear sunscreen. Hey, Luann. Aw. All right. Okay, just checking the comments there, and I'll get us started. So I've pulled out a few in colors. I'm not really sure quite how I want to do this, but I think I am going to do one with a Misty Moonlight card base here. So we'll kind of do those basics and then set them aside. So I'm going to do one with Misty Moonlight, and I'll layer on some gorgeous Magenta Madness. And then I think, because, I still got to do two. And I have another friend that she and her husband, they also have a little girl who's about 3. Oops, I think I'm running out of tape just about. Okay. Getting it down there. I need to order some refills. Has anybody placed their orders or placed orders today? Because Stampin' Up! Launched the new online store. So if you're a customer and you'd like to check it out, my August host code here is S2XKW7JC. And the thing with the host code is that makes it easy to select me as your demonstrator. Yeah, so some great new changes to the online store. That's actually been a project in the works, goodness, for at least 5 years that I've been aware of. So I'm happy to see I've been playing around with it a little bit this morning. Okay, so you saw I did the half sheet here of Misty Moonlight with a layer of Magenta Madness. So the base is 5.5 by 8.5, and then our layer is 4 by 5.25. And then for a contrast, I'm doing Just Jade half sheet at 5.5 by 8.5. Folded that there at the 4.25. And for this one, I'm going to layer some Misty Moonlight at 4 by 5.25. Okay, get the measurements and things out of the way here, and then we'll set our card bases aside while we get super creative. But I wanted these to be fun summer because these images are kind of like, like they're walking on the beach and things like that. So I thought that would be appropriate. Yes. Okay. So I've got my little mother-daughter and my father-daughter stamped here. And the thing is, both couples, so our besties and their little girl, and then our other friends and their daughter. So they each only have one daughter, but obviously there's 4 people pictured here. So what I want to do is have the father holding the little girl and then combine that with the woman so it looks like the 3 of them are walking together, right? So that's where the masking comes in a little bit here. So I've got a piece of Whisper White, and I'll tell you, there's a couple ways that I've done this. Now usually, so I'm gonna stamp, at first I was stamping the little mother-daughter here first, but I'm only going to ink up the side with the mother, so right about down to the hands. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp that here. Okay, and then my original intention was to just stamp the father-daughter up close, except unfortunately when I did that, well, I'll show you. I'll show you what happens. And I'll show you why I'm doing it a different way now. So when you do this, you kind of stamp them up close. It looks pretty good, except Mama's arm is kind of in the wrong place and it looks like she's getting a little frisky. So we want our cards to be G-rated. So what I've done instead is I got the Mama here. I'm gonna cut her out. All right, we're just going to, we're gonna say, sorry there. All right, so we're gonna cut them apart so that we don't have to worry about that. And then this is where our piecing comes in. Okay, so I'm gonna do this a couple of different ways. So I want the father kind of standing behind. That way it kind of hugs the little girl's back, kind of goes into the mother's. Philomena's laughing. All right, good. I'm glad you guys are like, oh my gosh, her mind. Wasn't trying to be bad, but you know, when people see things, I didn't really want them to be like, whoa, what's going on there? All right, so I'm going to instead, yes, so what I can actually do is on our piece, this is going to be my layer. So this is a 3 3/4 by 5. So I am going to go ahead and stamp the mother, but then we'll actually cut out the father, and we're going to do some additional paper piecing so that we can kind of dress them up in fun prints without having to worry about the without too much coloring. So I want these to be somewhat not quite in the center because father daughter are going to take up a little bit of room. So let's do this. So we've got the mom. That's okay if we got a little extra. We're not really going to see that because I am going to just stamp the dad clearly so they don't have any extra little. I've got some smudges on there that I don't want. We'll just do this so it's nice and clear. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I'm gonna put my ink on my lid on my ink pad in between just to make sure. So with this, you can go right along. It's actually pretty easy set to trim out here. Again, we're doing a lot of fussy cutting lately, which is kind of funny because I'm not really too much into fussy cutting, but I absolutely love, I think these paper piercing techniques are really kind of cool. And I saw this and I'm like, oh, this is perfect way to put the little families together. Yes, Doris says it reminds her of years ago, or well, it wasn't that long ago. It was Celebration of 2019, where I think it was Lisa Hardy. She did a demonstration with the Froggy stamp set, and she had a pair of frisky frogs on there that had us all cracking up. So yes, Doris, it reminded me of that too. Doris was there with me. That was pretty fun. We always have a good time stamping events, and I miss them, but we are Stampin' Up's trying some new things with some online platforms, which I'm excited for. That way we can at least still see new product and have some fun, even though we're safe in our own homes. And it's actually good because I'm not really too anxious to fly anywhere right now. Okay, so I've got the dad. I'm going to cut out the inside because we're going to, I think I'll mask him a pair of pants using the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. So we're just kind of using this to place things right now. Okay, so when I do that, right, it's starting to look kind of cute, isn't it? Kind of fun. Okay, and then Mama's arm is better positioned. So, and I'm a little bit over to the right. I guess I should have been a little more centered than I thought, but we can always die cut or something if we want to. All right, so that you've got the idea there. So let's pull out some fun patterns. I think Mama should have a pretty dress. So this is the Flowers for Every Season. It's got some great little paper packs prints in here. So again, I'm gonna take the mom, and I really just want her dress. So I'm gonna just ink up that portion and stamp that here on the edge. Okay. And then this is where the paper piecing, so not piercing, we're not poking anything, but we are piecing together the little patterns. So I wanted her to have this pretty little floral dress. So I'm gonna cut her, I'm cutting just in the dress, I'm cutting her arms off. And then I'm gonna cut just below the hairline here, so kind of make it a little bit jagged. And then around the bodice. So thankfully it's a simple little A-line dress there. Okay. But the cool thing is then we're gonna use some dimensionals. So let me grab a couple of those, and it's fun to see it come together. It's like paper dolls for grown-ups. Okay, so I'm gonna place this there. Isn't that cute? All right, so now Dad needs a pair of pants and little girl she needs a shirt. So let's do that. So I think I've got some room here. We'll ink up, wrong girl. I want this one. And again, I just want this little section. So I'm gonna stamp that on there. And then trim this out so she's got her little t-shirt. Just go around the sleeve. Okay. And yeah, okay. So I know it's tiny there. That will need just a mini dimensional, or I've got a skinny little piece I'll just trim off here. And that'll be perfect there on the back. So we can see how that comes together in there. Okay. And so now we need some, well, now you can see, you should have something over your surface. Let me wipe that real quick because that is, well, it's Memento, so it is a water-based ink. So as long as you're using Memento here, you shouldn't have any issues. That should wipe right off for you. But you really want to be careful is if you're using StazOn, which I'm not, because I do want to color their hair and their arms and legs. Okay, so let's see. You know, I've got some little scraps in here, and I was thinking there's, yes, some of this blue pattern would be cute. Make fun little pants for the little girl. Little polka dot pants there. Okay, so we'll do this again, but I just kind of want the section with her leg. So we'll go right up there. So you just need to be able to see what you can see here when you do this. All right, so I'm just cutting out cutting out the pant leg, and you're gonna have to do this in 2 sections because Daddy's arm kind of goes across it, so he doesn't need a polka dot arm. Okay, so there's the one little bit. We'll do a really narrow piece, and I'm gonna use the tip of my snips to try to place that properly. If you don't have, I mean, I've got decent fingernails, but sometimes they don't help either. All right, so we got that, and now we need just a little section of her bum sticking out here. So let's see. Okay. Oops, I need just one more little snip. So that is just an itty bitty little bum piece. So I'm gonna take a fine little sliver, and actually think this will be easier to place right in here where I want it. Take off that little wax. Come on, get that little wax piece off the top. There we go. Okay, and then we can slip that right. Make sure I get it where I want it to. I guess in a way I could have done this with there we go. Kind of squish it there. Okay, so that looks okay. You could, I mean, I liked the dimensional of these, but you could definitely use a little bit of liquid glue. Hey, Jackie, lovely to catch you too. Thank you so much for joining from the UK. Awesome. Okay, so now we need to, I like the dimension of the clothes. So let's add some texture for Dad. Now, I think he could probably get away with a green shirt with the polka dots. That's not too bad. I'm kind of looking through because really you just need some scraps. You don't need, and I keep everything like right in here together in my paper packs. I think that's just a little too floral. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll do those, that green polka dot. I think that'll work good for Dad's shirt. We'll say Mom picked it out. All right, so we'll ink up Dad here. And I'm gonna stamp that up there at the top. Okay. All right, so again, we will need to do this in a couple little sections too, but I'll cut this all out in one piece for now. So there's the part of it, and then I'm gonna cut around his arm. And then there's his sleeve. And yeah, okay, we can adjust here as we go. Make sure we get his collar. Okay. Okay, so now we can see a little bit better what we're working with. Oh. Okay, Luann, enjoy your comfy chair. And I will look forward to catching you on Friday. Thank you. All right, so let's trim out. We've got different sections because we've got the little portion that goes around her legs. Okay, so just a little piece there. I'm actually gonna put that right where I want it to go. Okay. All right, and then we've got the sleeve here. And that just needs an itty bitty little piece. Okay, we'll put that right there. I guess I could have done that all together with the t-shirt, but okay. Anyways, we got it. We got it coming together. And we'll just trim out. We don't really need her pant leg, but you know what? We could use that on another card and she could have, we could do that on another one. And she could have cute little green pants. That would be kind of cute. All right, so just need to cut out this little part where her arm is around his shoulder. And I think I can fit a full-size one on here. Okay. There we go. Look at that. It's coming together pretty well. Now let's see if we can find him a pair of blue jeans. So I thought pull in some of this In Good Taste paper. Maybe even a little piece. I've got some little pieces down in here. I'll just kind of flip around. Normally with those look more like painter's pants. Could go with like a tweed there. We'll pretend they're linen. And we could do something like that and they'd be like stonewashed. That would be kind of funny. I guess things are coming back in style. All right, I'm gonna go with this one for now. I kind of like that the best so far. So we'll ink up his britches there. Just the lower portion of the stamp. Okay. Okay. And there we go. So depending on how busy your pattern is, that does make it a little bit more difficult to see possibly, but there we go. Come up from each leg, snip that, okay. And then, yeah, he's got wide leg pants, there we go. And I'm going to just come across here. We can kind of tuck that up underneath his shirt if we need to. And we'll just need to trim out a spot for her foot. Okay, because her little foot right here, we don't want to cut off her foot. So just cut out that little portion. Okay, and then we'll put, I'll cut a couple of skinny pieces there. I think that'll work. Okay, oops, one piece escaped me. There we go. All right, so we can see how we like this. Okay, not too bad. Might need to adjust where I put my dimensionals a little bit. But so far, it's coming together. So let me decide, do I want to, how about I got some framelits handy. And I feel like I kind of need to trim that out a little bit. So that's kind of cute. That's more of the right size. I think I'll do that. So let me take this. We'll trim this first. So I'm just going to quickly run this through my die cut machine, which I can't wait to get the new one. Demonstrators can order that today, so that's pretty exciting. transfers. Everybody will be able to get that coming up here on September 1st. Yes, so demonstrators can do that today, and then everybody can do that in September. Get the new full-size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit more dimension on the back of Dad, just because I want him to be able to come up and put his arms, you know, like they're all coming together in a family hug. All right, let's see that. And then we'll just do a half a one on each of the lower legs. All right, feeling pretty artsy here. Really been getting into these techniques lately, but it's fun. Definitely. Okay, so let's put them together. Yeah, so right into the curve. So they're all in this together. And then we'll use our blends. Let me pull them in. So I've got them in a drawer. Oh, I need to do the drawing for the 2 cards. So we'll see. We got a few people watching. If you commented last week on our stained glass rainbow glimmer cards with the seashells and the seahorse, then our 2 winners are Deborah Joy and Carol Yates. So Deborah and Carol, if you're listening, please leave me a comment. If you watch on the replay, then leave me a comment then too. And you can send me an email to Jess B, so JESSB, at creativecardiology.com. It's all one word. Jess B at creativecardiology.com. Okay, if you message me with your mailing address and whether you prefer the seashells or the seahorse, then I will send those out to you. And thank you everybody for commenting and letting me know you're here, because that's definitely, it's more fun to stamp together. Okay, so let's pull in, so I don't know what I did with my ivory marker, but the petal pink seems to work pretty good as a lighter skin tone. So I'm going to just use some of this petal pink here and color that, just the back of the neck and the legs, the arm that's sticking out, a little bit of the face, a little bit of her arm that you can see there. Okay, and then my friend has dark hair, a little bleached blonde a little bit. So let me see, I've got my suede. Sometimes the bronze even is a good one. Oh, that's light and dark suede. Here's my bronze. Let me try that. I kind of like this. Yeah. All right, I think that's it's like a good color for dirty blonde a little bit. We can go in and add some extra highlights around there. Okay, and then little girl's a blondie, so let's do, I got so saffron. I think I want some daffodil that's hiding in I've got pineapple punch, saffron, and mango. I don't know where my daffodil is at the moment, so let's start, oh, this is the lighter daffodil. So let's start with a little So Saffron. And I'm gonna go in with some daffodil. I think my daffodil, that's probably what happened. I think my daffodil kind of dried up, so I need to put a replacement in my bin. Okay, and then let's do, for Dad, let's do some soft suede. Okay, that way I've got some different colors and things going on there. But how cute is that? Isn't that fun? So I probably should have grabbed a punch or something. But I should put a happy anniversary on there, but I really love this collect beautiful moments stamp, because that's true, right? I mean, kids are only little. Once time flies, whether you're a couple or a couple with kids, and whew, yeah, how quickly things change, right? So I just love that collect beautiful moments, because that's what life is about, right? Is remembering the good, cherishing the good times. All right, so that's one. Let me show you. I had the other one here. Okay, and we're doing okay on time a little bit. So I like that idea of the die cut. So let me grab another piece and die cut that. In the meantime, I've been playing a little bit. So I've already got a couple of cutout pieces, so that'll make that a little bit quicker. So let me just make a layer to put them on. And then we can go a little quicker. Okay. All right, and then no excuses. I'll have the cards done to finally send as a belated belated anniversary. So let's see here. There's my snail. I'm gonna just put a little snail on these to glue them. Let's put the other piece down first. Okay. I like it with the, it's got just a little bit of texture, and I want the texture side up. So let's put that right here, and then we glue Mom down first. Yeah, let's put her in just a little bit. Okay, and then, yep, got Dad there. We'll use that. We'll cover try to cover the smudge. Okay. So I don't want him stepping on her toes, but if I do this, then nobody really can tell that I kind of cut off her arm there. So let me go ahead and I'll do that. I'll just kind of paint it in there. Okay. Do that a little bit first. I was kind of showing you the process on the other one, so that's why I'll leave that here. We can see. And so this one I did dimension on. Let's see here. On this other one, I do have some liquid glue, and that way you can see the difference. See what it really is, just a matter of playing with it and seeing what you like best. So I think we're gonna have to flip their shirts, because I've got a little green pant leg for the girl that we used from previously. So let's put a little snip on there. Boy, can you guys hear the water running? We are having mega rain today. It has just been pouring non-stop. And somewhere here I've missed your little bum. I'll have to cut another piece. But let's give So I've got some of that right there. Yeah, let's give Dad a blue shirt. We'll just kind of reverse them this time. Okay, so I just inked up Dad's shirt. Stamp that right on there. Okay. And for this, actually, you know what I could do? If I put his shirt on first, I could have put her pant leg over it. So let me, that's the beauty of dimensionals. I'll just pick it up and set it right over top. Did I cut his, oh, I forgot his sleeve. Okay. I didn't get that part colored. All right, so let's see. We'll kind of pretend how we had it there. And around her elbow. So this is a great way to use up scraps too. If you've got just little pieces, but you don't really want to throw them out. This is a fun technique you could do with those. Okay, so this will, I'm gonna peel up her pant leg. Can always do another piece. Okay, and then I'll use just a little bit of liquid glue here. I don't use a lot of liquid glue because it always ends up all over my fingers, but here we go. Oh, I cut that sleeve. I did a pretty good job there. And then, all right, I'll put a new dimensional on the pant leg. That way it just goes right over. Excuse me. I've been talking too much, my throat's getting dry. Okay, let's see. Color this while we're at it too. And then her hair. And oops, I forgot that little bit of skin that's showing right there between her shirt. Okay. Oh, and I never colored Dad's feet, so let's put some navy shoes on him there. We'll just kind of paint him on because I kind of cut off his foot on that one. Paint these over here. Okay. All right, so let's see, and then we had Mom. Okay. Her hair. So let's see. You know, I think I have enough here. We could do Mom in the yellow dress. That would be kind of cute. Let's do that. So we've got some different patterns going on. Excuse me. Okay, so ink up just the dress. Make sure you've got a spot where you've got room there. Okay. And we'll trim off this. I'm getting pretty good at this. That's the thing with crafting. The more you do it, it's like anything else. The more you do it, the better it gets, the easier it gets. Just like any skill. So if you're new to crafting and things aren't coming out quite how you want it, don't worry about it. You'll get there. Oh my goodness, when I look back at some of the first cards I made, I was like, oh my gosh, they were so ugly. And I think of the first cards that I demoed at my first workshop, and honestly, it's amazing anybody bought anything from me. So don't worry. You're supposed to have fun with it. That's that's the thing. Okay, there's the little girl's little bum. So I'm actually gonna put just a little dab of glue right there on her pants. And then I can trim out this little piece here. It's just a little piece. Okay, where did it go? Did you guys see it? There it is. It's so tiny, there we go. I'm just gonna ease it in there, and the cool thing is the glue will dry. It'll dry clear, so you won't notice. All right, so we just need some pants and a little t-shirt. So how about we could do a little pink shirt for the girl? That'll be cute. Okay. And with this piece, it really won't matter what the pattern is there, because we just want the shirt. Okay. Okie dokie. Put a little bit of glue right there where you want it. And I'm gonna come right over top of that. This is light enough. Oh, hold it in place. And there we go. I'm gonna put the little bit of her ponytail there. Alrighty, so we got that part. We just need some pants for Dad. And I kind of like our In Good Taste denim here, so I think we'll use that. Do another pair of blue jeans for him. Okay, so just the lower half here is really all we need. Stamp those right up there, so we're not really having not too much waste on there. We'll trim these out. All right. And then another pant leg here. And just kind of come up the inside. Okay. There we go. Okay, I see we got the little, kind of the pocket there. Trim across, and we'll trim out the little space for the little girl's foot. Which, there we go. It's hard to see with the pattern of the paper there. Okay, so we just cut out the little foot piece. And again, if I put my glue on here, and that way I don't have to worry about picking it up, then I get less on my hands. Tuck that down. You can even make sure you tuck it there underneath her pants and the shirt. There we go. I think that came out. That is pretty cute. And again, I can dress that up with a sentiment or two and finish it off. But that pretty much shows our fun masking and paper piecing, not piercing, but paper piecing techniques. It's a great way to use up your scraps of patterned paper. and have fun with it. Have fun doing our paper dolls here. That's kind of what it's like. And you can really mix and match any collections that you've got, any patterns. It's all fun. And yeah, again, it's a great use for some of those little small pieces that you don't really want to throw away because that paper is just so pretty. And I was really hoping to show you how you can combine stamp sets. So if you want to create a family that's unique to your situation, then you can essentially cut and paste the families together, so that you can have just what your family situation is. In this case, our friends, both couples, each have just a little girl, so this was perfect, a way to put one in there. But the tutorial that I've got this month, so if you do place an order with me, then I have tutorials that I send out to thank you. And our August tutorial has 16 summer projects in it. And I'll give you a hint that my project uses the Beautiful Moment stamp set and a little bit of additional paper piecing. So if you liked that and you'd like a written tutorial, then my August tutorial bundle you'd love that. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining. Please make sure you share this with your friends, invite them to like my channel. Please subscribe and even hit that notification bell too, so that you can be here live and receive notification of my new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you guys so much, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.